Bitcoin basics. The concept of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency, often referred to as a cryptocurrency, that was created in 2009 by an anonymous individual or group using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. It is a revolutionary concept in the world of finance and technology. Here are the key aspects of Bitcoin. Decentralization. Bitcoin operates on a decentralized network of computers, often referred to as a blockchain. This means that there is no central authority, such as a government or a bank, that controls or regulates Bitcoin. Instead, the network is maintained by a distributed group of participants, known as miners, who use their computing power to validate and record transactions. Blockchain technology. Bitcoin's underlying technology is the blockchain, a public ledger that records all Bitcoin transactions. The blockchain is a chain of blocks, with each block containing a list of transactions. This technology is transparent, secure, and tamper-proof, making it a trustworthy way to record financial transactions. Digital currency. Bitcoin exists purely in digital form and has no physical representation, such as paper bills or coins. It is stored in digital wallets, which can be software applications or physical devices. Users can send and receive Bitcoin to and from these wallets. Peer-to-peer transactions. Bitcoin transactions occur directly between users without the need for intermediaries like banks. This means that individuals can transfer funds to each other across the globe without going through traditional banking systems. It has the potential to make cross-border payments more efficient and cost-effective. Mining. Bitcoin mining is the process through which new Bitcoins are created and transactions are confirmed. Miners use powerful computers to solve complex mathematical problems, and in return, they are rewarded with new Bitcoins and transaction fees. This process is integral to the security and maintenance of the Bitcoin network. Limited supply. Bitcoin has a capped supply of 21 million coins. This scarcity is built into the protocol to ensure that Bitcoin remains deflationary and potentially stores value over time. The limited supply has led to Bitcoin being compared to digital gold. Security. Bitcoin transactions are secure and irreversible. Once a transaction is added to the blockchain, it is extremely difficult to alter or reverse. This immutability is a fundamental feature of Bitcoin and contributes to its trustworthiness. Volatility. Bitcoin's value can be highly volatile. Its price can fluctuate significantly over short periods, which can present both opportunities and risks for investors and users. Global adoption. Bitcoin has gained widespread adoption as an investment, a store of value, and a means of transferring funds. Major financial institutions, companies, and individuals are increasingly involved in the Bitcoin ecosystem. Legal and regulatory considerations. Bitcoin's legal status varies from country to country. Some nations have embraced it, while others have imposed restrictions or bans. The regulatory landscape is evolving as governments grapple with how to address the challenges and opportunities presented by cryptocurrencies. In essence, Bitcoin is a groundbreaking financial innovation that offers the potential to revolutionize the way we think about and use currency. Its decentralized nature, security features, and global accessibility have made it a significant force in the world of finance and technology. The beginnings of Bitcoin and its mysterious creator Satoshi Nakamoto. The origins of Bitcoin are shrouded in mystery, and its creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, remains an enigmatic figure. Here's what is known and speculated about the origins of Bitcoin and the elusive Satoshi Nakamoto. The white paper. Bitcoin's creation can be traced back to a white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, published in October 2008. This white paper, authored by someone using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto, introduced the concept of a decentralized digital currency. It outlined the technology behind Bitcoin, including the blockchain, proof of work, and the issuance of new Bitcoins through a process called mining. Genesis block. In January 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto released the Bitcoin software and mined the first block of the Bitcoin blockchain, known as the Genesis block. Embedded in this block was a message: The Times 03 Jan 2009 Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. This message is widely interpreted as a commentary on the financial crisis of 2008 and the impetus behind creating Bitcoin. Open source development. Satoshi Nakamoto continued to work on the development of Bitcoin, engaging with a small community of early adopters and developers through online forums and email. The Bitcoin software was released as open source, allowing anyone to contribute to its development. Disappearance. Satoshi Nakamoto's involvement in the Bitcoin project was active until late 2010, when communication with the community suddenly ceased. The last known message from Nakamoto was an email in which he stated that he had moved on to other things. Since then, Nakamoto has not been heard from. and his true identity remains unknown. Identity speculation. Over the years, there have been numerous speculations and investigations regarding the identity of Satoshi Nakamoto. Some theories suggest that Nakamoto may be an individual, while others propose that it could be a group of people. Several individuals have been identified as potential candidates, but none have been definitively proven to be the creator of Bitcoin. Protecting privacy. Satoshi Nakamoto's decision to remain anonymous was intentional. In various posts and communications, Nakamoto expressed concerns about personal privacy and the potential for legal and regulatory scrutiny. Anonymity was seen as a way to protect the project from interference and to allow Bitcoin to be a truly decentralized and trustless system. Legacy. Regardless of Nakamoto's identity, the creation of Bitcoin and the release of its open-source software initiated a revolution in the world of finance and technology. Bitcoin has since gained global recognition and adoption, evolving into a new asset class and disrupting traditional financial systems. Satoshi Nakamoto's true identity and the reasons for their disappearance continue to be subjects of fascination and intrigue in the cryptocurrency community and beyond. The mystery surrounding Nakamoto and the organic growth of Bitcoin from a concept to a global phenomenon add to the allure of this revolutionary digital currency. Part 3. Blockchain is the foundational technology that underpins cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. It is a distributed ledger technology designed to provide a secure, transparent, and tamper-proof record of transactions. Here's an explanation of how blockchain works. Decentralization. A blockchain is a decentralized network of computers, nodes, that work together to maintain the ledger. Each node on the network has a copy of the entire blockchain, and there is no central authority that controls the network. This decentralization ensures that no single entity has control over the data, making the system more resilient and trustless. Blocks. Transactions are grouped together into blocks. Each block contains a set of transactions and a reference to the previous block, creating a chain of blocks, hence the term blockchain. This reference to the previous block is what secures the chronological order of transactions. Consensus mechanism. To add a new block to the blockchain, the network relies on a consensus mechanism. The most common consensus mechanism is proof of work, POW, used in Bitcoin. In a POW system, nodes on the network compete to solve complex mathematical puzzles. The first node to solve the puzzle gets the right to add the next block. This process is resource-intensive and requires significant computational power, making it secure against malicious actors. Immutability. Once a block is added to the blockchain, it is extremely difficult to alter or delete the data within it. This immutability is achieved through cryptographic hashing. Each block contains a reference, a hash, to the previous block's content. Changing the data in one block would require changing the data in all subsequent blocks, which is computationally infeasible. Transparency. The blockchain is a public ledger, which means that anyone can view the transaction history. This transparency helps in building trust and accountability in the system. Security. Blockchain uses advanced cryptographic techniques to secure data and control access. Public and private keys are used to facilitate secure transactions. Public keys are used to create addresses, while private keys are kept secret and are used to sign transactions. Only the owner of the private key can authorize a transaction. Distribution and redundancy. Because the blockchain is distributed across many nodes, it is highly resistant to failures and attacks. Even if some nodes go offline or are compromised, the network remains operational. This distribution also enhances the system's reliability. Smart contracts. Some blockchains, like Ethereum, support smart contracts, which are self-executing contracts with the terms of the agreement directly written into code. Smart contracts automate and enforce the execution of contractual agreements, reducing the need for intermediaries. Use cases. While blockchain technology is most commonly associated with cryptocurrencies, its applications extend far beyond that. It is used in supply chain management, healthcare, finance, voting systems, and more, offering increased transparency, security, and efficiency. Blockchain technology is a distributed ledger system that records transactions in a secure, transparent, and tamper-proof manner. It relies on decentralization, consensus mechanisms, cryptographic techniques, and transparency to provide a revolutionary way of managing data and assets. Its potential applications in various industries make it a significant innovation in the digital age. Bitcoin's original purpose and goals. The initial purpose and goals of Bitcoin, as outlined in its white paper published by its mysterious creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, were to address several key issues in the world of finance and create a decentralized digital currency. These goals and purposes included decentralization. Bitcoin aimed to eliminate the need for a central authority, such as a bank or government, to oversee financial transactions. The centralization of traditional financial systems was seen as a source of inefficiency, corruption, and the potential for censorship. By decentralizing, Bitcoin would allow users to transact directly with one another, reducing the reliance on intermediaries. Trustless transactions. Bitcoin sought to create a system where participants could engage in financial transactions without needing to trust a centralized entity. The technology used in Bitcoin, specifically the blockchain, was designed to make transactions transparent and secure, reducing the need for trust. Censorship resistance. One of Bitcoin's key goals was to provide a financial system that could not be censored or controlled by any single entity. This meant that governments or institutions would not be able to block or restrict transactions. This feature was seen as particularly important in regions with political instability or where access to traditional banking services was limited. Eliminating double spending. Bitcoin addressed the issue of double spending, where a digital currency can be spent more than once. By using cryptographic techniques and a public ledger, the blockchain, to record transactions, Bitcoin ensured that each coin could only be spent once. Scarcity and incentives. Bitcoin was designed to have a limited supply of 21 million coins, which was intended to make it deflationary and potentially a store of value. The issuance of new Bitcoins through mining was also an incentive mechanism to secure the network and verify transactions. Accessibility. Bitcoin was intended to be accessible to anyone with an internet connection. This goal aligned with the idea of financial inclusion, allowing people in regions without access to traditional banking services to participate in the global economy. Security. The cryptographic nature of Bitcoin was designed to provide robust security. The use of public and private keys, as well as the immutability of the blockchain, made it challenging for malicious actors to manipulate the system. Open source development. Bitcoin was released as open source software, encouraging a community of developers to contribute to its development and improvement. This open development model allowed for ongoing enhancements and innovations. Over time, Bitcoin has evolved and its use cases have expanded beyond its original goals. While it was initially conceived as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, it has also come to be seen as a store of value, an investment asset, and a means of transferring large sums of money across borders. Its impact on the world of finance and technology has been profound, sparking a wave of innovation and debate about the future of money and financial systems.